What's up, YouTube? Yes, it is. It is. It is another day in paradise. It's another day in paradise. Well, you know what I mean. But you still got to make a negative into a positive. Hello. Today, Madman Trucker. Bonjour, bienvenue. Bonjour. Golden Child, one of the most famous. He's the one that made me do. Hey, Melvin, you're the man. If it wasn't for you, I won't be inspired to help others to achieve their their goals of approaching it like you do, like in a business sense, to help others, and then do it, the right way. If it wasn't for Golden Child, everybody in here, he doesn't need our support because he's been monetized since day one, but he's still here and he's a big in the trucking world. We look up to a person like Golden Child, Melvin, very straight up family man. He has properties in the South, and if you watch his channel and see his story, Golden Child started. I'm talking about he served our country. In Afghanistan, he served, but when he came back, things just didn't, I mean, he was literally living in the streets because of the way society treated him. You know what I mean? Kind of like how YouTube treats us, all the way at the bottom, and then you got to push yourself up, and then you bloom. And that's what he did. If you go to his channel right now, everybody go to his channel and see it. You see that Melvin, when I talked to him, I could feel his heart. His beautiful family and wife, they all support him now. But when he came out of Afghanistan after service, he didn't have nobody. He was by himself. I'm talking about by himself in the streets, with nothing. After he served, after he got shot at, in the military, after he put his life on the line, helping another country, because that's what we do. We help others. But what I'm doing here, what we doing, this is nothing compared to what he did. He went out there. Can you imagine being in a place in the middle of the desert with people shooting at you, depending on yourself to stay alive, to see your family, and then when you come back after you do all that, it's like even worse because there's no support. And that's what we do here. He told me to make a YouTube channel and help others. Well, I love doing this to help you, so you could get monetized, but also so you could grow your channel and share your story. And that's what he does. He really doesn't need us. He's well beyond, he's past 10,000, 15,000. He doesn't even need us, but he's here. Golden Child, you are the man. And, anybody that comes in here, support them, because YouTube, the marketing, the way the marketing, it just doesn't pick your channel up. Like I could be here all day explaining this, and everybody here knows that. I'm not going to get here 100, 300, or maybe 200 chatters. But see, it's okay as long as the message still gets across, in some form, to help others. And that's what we do here. I'm not reading messages yet, but the thing is, Golden Child, right? He's here supporting us, right? And he doesn't have to be. And I already told you what he went through, but if you watch his channel and if you see his story there, he'll tell it, because I don't want to take away from it. But I'm telling you, he started from down here, and somebody suggested to him that if he needed money, because he was that bad, he was really bad. He was out there asking for money because the government, and my sister works with benefits for the military, the Veterans Administration, and she knows how it is. She knows from the ground up how a person like Golden Child that gives his life, and he wanted to. That didn't draft him. He knew there was a war, and he went right into the fire, right into the war to help us, right? Melvin didn't quit. He came back without support, living in the streets, asking people to help him because he was hungry. And one person one day told him, I'm going to give you money, but if you go to that library over there and read a book on business, read a book on self-help, I'll give you the money so you could eat. He took the money, went to the library, but he wasn't going to read the book. He was hungry. He wanted to leave, but he stayed there. You know what? He read books on management, on business, on self-help. He read those books, and right now he owns properties in Florida, Atlanta. He has a trucking company that he started from the ground up by himself all these years. Now he bought his wife a brand new BMW a few months ago, brand new, because she supported him, and he loves her. You know, he treats his kids, you know, he teaches his kids how it is to manage a property, and he takes them to the property to so they could see that. Who does that in today's day and age? Nobody has that kind of love to do that. He takes his business because he's going to give it to his kids so they could see how to manage a property, how to sell and rent property, you know. But when he started, like us here at the bottom, he self-helped himself. He marketed himself to blow up, and now he's out here supporting everybody, like small channels like us. You know, he's out here, and he really doesn't have to do that. But why does he do it? Because he likes to help. You know, and everybody in here, you know, we're not doing nothing wrong. We're, you know, when we go to our channels, I literally watch everybody's channels. Golden Child, anybody that's in here, Gio Marstetiagos, I love you, Quali Dine, that name, you know, even the Logic family. The Logic family, Logic means, see, it's this group of people that exposes other people's wrongdoings, and that's what the Logics do here. They're a good group of people, but if you're, let's say, if you're a trucker that's taking advantage of the system, they're the first ones. The Logic family, they'll go out there and expose. Like, they'll come in here and find out who's leeching, who's trying to get subs, who's trying to get friends and then unfriend. It's easy for them to find out. They got all these resources to do history checks on you and to find out stuff that you'll be amazed. So everybody that's in here, be aware that, you know, we have people in here watching, and it's okay. You know what? Come in here. You could be friends, and if you want to leave for whatever reason, that's fine. It's okay, as long as you don't abuse the system. If I see that pattern, you know, we're gonna expose your name. We're gonna, whatever name is, if you got ABC channel, if we see that ABC channel, gonna be exposed. So if you're trying to get subs, if you're trying to get friends, and if we expose you, it's gonna be harder to come in these communities to do that. So keep that in mind. And I don't care if I waste my time. You know what? I don't care if I waste my time watching the video, whereas I could be watching another person's video to give them support. If you're gonna waste my time, if you already know we have a goal to reach 1,000 to get monetized. That's our goal, but we are true though. We're not buying subs or views. So you already know that. That means that every view count. And if you're gonna waste our time because of the fact that you don't want to join, okay, you know, we're not hostile. But if you're gonna do that on an abusive basis, you know, we're gonna catch up to you. Everybody in here, exactly, you know, exactly. Applied then scientist, UFO. You know, all these names are really kind of hard to say, so if I chop them up, sorry. You know, the thing is, hold up. I'm just waking up. I'm gonna go over there to the Anytime Fitness and work out. So I'm trying to in here everybody from Melvin, Logic, R5 Adventures. We are here to support each other. You have things to do. You got things to do, but you're here, which is great. You know, you have things to do with family, pets, farms, ponds, fishing, fixing cars, cooking, driving. You have, you know, people here have things to do. So when I talk, I'll talk fast to get the message across, to help you because of the fact that you have things to do. So if you're wondering what, you know, with this rapid fire machine gun information, my channel is not entertainment, it's information. So I don't have to edit. I don't have to do special stuff to keep your attention. But a lot of people here do that. They do edits because of the fact that they're not an information channel. They're not a help channel. So they got to do stuff to keep your attention, which costs money. Their equipment costs money, their time away from their family. So What we're trying to do here is get monetization to pay for certain situations like cameras, batteries, their time. It's not like we're trying to get monetized to get a vacation to Cairo, to the Bahamas. It's not about that. The thing is, we're at the lower level with no support, and here we need each other. And if you're gonna leech, if you're gonna come in here and play these unfriend games, just to let you know, this is not going to be the theme of every live that I make. But I'm making you aware that we know what you did last night. We know what you're doing now. So, it's okay. Like this morning, I wake up, I think I lost maybe 100 hours of view hours because of the fact that people here are not doing what it takes to retain. Of course, I don't need a monetization. I'm past that point. I could get monetized if I want, but I'm not going to monetize. But I'm helping you to monetize, and to do that, like if I needed the monetization for the friends and the subs, I would have been mad because I lost almost 21 subscribers, right? Maybe 18, 21. So, and also views. For some reason, YouTube calculated the views, and what happens is if you watch a channel for a minute, it really doesn't count. The calibration on the software, if you watch it for a minute and a half, then it could give you that 1 minute. But if you watch it for 30 seconds, just because you think you're fooling the system, what happens is I'm inactive. So now if you're thinking that, well, I got him as a friend, so I don't got to do nothing because he's sucked into me. He's my friend. Yeah, I did that, but I'm inactive. See, the software is set up to monitor spam. Spam hides behind subscribers, right? Spam, the bad advertising people and all that, they're trying to get free rides off of YouTube. The spam people hides behind subscribers. So the system is set up to get spam. So if you're in a way, if you're not activating with a certain situation with a certain friend, you're inactive. You're considered spam. So you're going to get sucked in along with the spam process. So that's what we're telling you. Comment, like, and have interaction for longer than at least 3 or 4 or 5 minutes. The longer the better, because if you interact for less than a minute, it's 90% chance that the interaction is not going to register. That minute that you gave me is not going to register. So it'll show up. Like today, I had, let's say it'll show up as 200 minutes watched a day. But when it recalculates, it's only 120. So I'll lose like 100 or 80 minutes or whatever it is that I lost. Same thing with the friends count. If you don't do that process, you're inactive. Automatically, you might get away with it because YouTube can't be everywhere. It's millions of people that every day has a channel. So for YouTube and the software, it'll catch you though. So next week, you'll have another 10 or 15 less subs or friends because of the fact that you didn't go through the process to retain. And you're wondering, what's the big deal, right? All this talk about retaining and keeping friends, because we're on a mission. We are on a at least 5, 6 weeks, 7 weeks mission to get to a level of monetization. So every single friend counts. For us to lose a sub and friend because we're below that sub count is important. But if you got 4, 5, 20,000 subs, it's not going to hurt you. And then the algorithm is set up. Once you reach like 5,000, 10,000, 20,000, 30,000, 50,000, and so forth, the algorithm says, well, you don't really got to interact. But we are going to be watching your channel for spam because that's what we do. Then it'll pluck out your sub, but you're at 5,000. It's not going to hurt you. Channels like Melvin, he could lose 50 subs a day. He'll notice it, but it's not going to hurt him because at the end of the day, the algorithm still promotes his channel. It's great to have a lot of subs because it's going to reach people. But at the same time, you want to keep them because of that fact that you want to get more, exposure. And that's what the like button does. That's what having subs does. Subs, the algorithm doesn't even know you have subs. I don't know if you know this. The algorithm The algorithm does not even care if you got subs. What it cares about is spamming out bad accounts that has links that might be linking bad stuff to kids, because of the fact that, as a couple that's happened last week, that algorithm is intense. It's higher. The platform filters are set to blast, full blast. I'm talking about like getting everything that's weird. So even if you said kashunkaik or whatever, well, whoop, now you're flagged, because of the fact that, you know who pays the bills? Advertisers. You know who got boycotted 2 weeks ago because of this crazy YouTuber that boycotted Matt Watson? He started at Capocalypse 2 to some extent. Um, that's the reason that we have to watch what we say. The comments are so high intense right now, so we got to watch. We got to get the proper moderators, make sure that the moderators are, getting remember last week when the creator studios, and plus you get this information on YouTube, the creator studios made a statement saying that if you are a creator, you are going to be responsible for the comments that's coming out of people's mouths. In other words, if you got a moderator and he's not really your friend and he's letting stuff go by, kind of watch that. Just be aware that he may not mean it, but you want a moderator not just to be blue and pretty, but to kind of help you too, because of the fact that the comment stuff now, YouTube could come on here right now and disable my comments and just have a live feed with me yapping, and I can't interact and you can't interact, because of the fact that it'll be flagged by the algorithm, thinking that it's spam. Because now spam includes not just advertising links, but stuff like linking to kids channels that might hurt kids or animals. See, because of that, because the advertisers wanted something to be done, YouTube, don't forget, the advertisers pay YouTube and pay us. If I was to monetize my channel now, the advertisers is going to pay us. And what that means is, like, if you're watching my channel and an ad pops up and you watch it, I'll get like a certain little percentage of that, but that adds up at the end of the month. So let's say if you got like 25 views on a particular channel, right? They'll pay you like $1, when you get monetized. So that dollar adds up. You got 50,000 views. You're going to get a little paycheck at the end of the month. On the 23rd, you'll get like through AdSense. That's who pays you. Then it'll go direct deposit into your account. You'll see it. And then that's how we get paid. But at Capocalypse, in order to do that to our channel, said that we're concerned that YouTube is not watching kiddie channels to prevent all these perverts from, they're concerned with kids' health and their welfare. So now YouTube said, oh, you know what? We're going to amp up our filters and do a higher intense platform to monitor these bad guys. So now, even though we're the good guys, we could get confused with the bad guys. If you got a family channel with little kids in there and they're typing stuff, YouTube, the engine, the brain, not the people, YouTube might think, whoa, we're seeing these comments. That looks like kiddie porn. We're going to flag that channel. Even though it's your kids talking to their other friends. But YouTube doesn't know that these kids are talking to other friends. So you are responsible for your content. So you have to tell your kids to kind of monitor their language. The same thing with your friends in here. Monitor your words, because when you type them, you're going to wake up the next day, and if the YouTube algorithm, the actual machine, deletes your account, remember, only you can, hold on, there's a train passing by. Remember, only you can prevent your fate. Only you can prevent the algorithm from, see, the algorithm cannot be everywhere. Even Superman and Supergirl and Wonder Woman, by the way, I can't wait for that movie to come out, that Avengers movie. Oh my gosh. Sorry about that. I just got excited. I get excited doing this right here to help others, but I can't wait for that movie to come out. But even a superhero with super speed, like the Flash, they can't be everywhere. YouTube cannot be everywhere. YouTube they gotta rely on the algorithm, because that's like the superhero. Like, that's the best thing they got to superhero powers. And those superhero powers, just like Superman, just like Batman, they're not perfect. It's not a perfect science. And you're like, oh dang, Alex, just shut up. Let me just get my friends here and shut up. See, the thing is, when you come to the information channels, we are going to help you, whether you like it or not, because that's what we're gonna do. But at the same token, you gotta let us help you. And I said this last night, because if you don't do the system right, and this channel again is not about creating and doing special effects with drones. It's about keeping that 1,000. Because if you don't keep that 1,000, you know what's gonna happen, right? It's gonna go down here. It's gonna go down here. When it goes down here below 1,000, then you gotta reapply for AdSense, right? Go through the whole process, which is okay. We're like, it's not like that boring. I like geeking out on a computer, but then you gotta reapply, and go through that process again, because you dropped. I know it sucks. You do all that work, you go above 1,000, but then you get friends that says, I'm gonna unfriend this channel because whatever reason. See, guys, this does not go to my friend, for my friends here. This goes to the people that's sponging off for us. Check this out. Once we find out who it is, we'll flag your channel, right? And let's say you got 1,000 friends right now on your list, on your channel, because of the fact that you build it up using us and not caring for us, just sponging off of us, filling up your list because you want to get monetized to buy your free games, to buy your Nintendo sticks and whatever it is you like to do, right? Okay, if you're doing that and you don't want to be friends, it's okay. It's okay. We'll know who it is. But this is the thing. Once we find out who it is, right, you're going to lose all that list, that friend, that whole list. It'll go down to zero. If we go to zero, look at all these friends we have here. We could pump it up in a matter of time. Because see, we're not in here racing the clock. Our journey, we don't care if it takes 5 years to do this or 2 years. Our journey is a journey that we appreciate it because we're real. We've seen our friends in here. I love these channels in here. I know I sound like I'm selling something. I'm not. I am not selling nothing. What I'm selling is the fact that once your channel comes down, if you're leeching off of us and you're abusing the system, you got to start all over again. So pick your poison. You either stick to what you're doing now, right? Leech off of us and abuse the system, right? Or stop doing that and just stay supportive, right? And then see, if you don't want to give us the time, fine. Let YouTube purge it out. But don't come in here and then instantly take it away because we know you're doing that. It's not rocket science. So to help us, help you, just, if you don't want to watch a video, right? Okay, but don't you do it yourself. Let the YouTube algorithm purge our memberships out. At least we get the benefit of having a certain situation. Let's say if a person needed to activate his account, at least give them that chance, because it might take 2 weeks, 2 days, 2 months for YouTube to purge it out. YouTube can't be everywhere. They're not superhero. So don't take advantage of the system by just going in and then, it doesn't even make no sense. I got like a lot of friends here. I don't purge them out. I got friends that I haven't seen because there's so many friends on here. I don't purge them out. It doesn't hurt to have 500,000 friends on your list. It's YouTube's platform. Your storage space and your memory, so you're thinking that if you purge out your friendship list, it'll give you more memory so you can have more power on your tablet or your computer. It doesn't work like that. YouTube is taking the brunt of your storage space, so you're not losing power. They're taking the brunt like a cloud service. So I still can explain why you're deleting friendships. See, it doesn't make no sense. So just help you. See, and you're helping us too. So like Jordan Rap, everybody went to his channel and most of the deletions were YouTube because nobody did what they had to do. It was not an unfriend thing with him, but most of it was. And he tracked the people that did that. And he, he's not a narc. He's not going to complain, but I will. I could go to his channel, figure it out, because that's the channels that got hit. Then I noticed the continuous patterns everywhere else, from Mickey's channel to BNO to all the top friendship channels here. They're all getting hit on a continuous basis after they do all that work. You don't think that BNO with his large followers got better things to do than to be visiting people that don't want to be visited? That's like going to one of your relatives on Thanksgiving that you really don't like, but you're there. And then when you're there, they're like not so welcoming. It's like, come on in. They don't really want no warmth. And that's what we're doing to your channel, because you're not helping us. Mickey XO, I love you. I went below my goal again, just got to work harder. See, and the thing, her goal is to help others. So the more friends she has on the list, the more doors are open. 5,000, more doors. 10,000 friends, more doors. She's still going to get the same amount of money if she had 1,000 friends. She doesn't want subs she doesn't even have an ego. She's a straight-laced, beautiful person that's helping everybody. Beautiful family, beautiful person. So if she wants 5,000 friends, it's to help more with the avenues. So she doesn't need that friends because of the ego. So you know what? We want to help her reach her goal. But how can you reach your goal? Or best sub lover, right? She helps other people become beautiful. My mom did that for a living with nails. That's how she paid college. And now my niece is doing it. That's how she paid for her house in Florida. They do stuff to make people beautiful, because I'm ugly. There's no hope for me. I can put all the makeup I want. I'm done. But people love that, to put on makeup. And these channels here need every single support to buy equipment to show you how to do it, because that's not free. So that's the point of this video. For anybody that's out there trying to get free friendships and then deleting, it doesn't make no sense. It's better if you stay on so we don't get you. And you don't think that we could come after you? Is that what it is? You don't think that, that we can't track you down? Really? It's simple. I got military friends that does that for a living. I know kids in New Jersey that could hack like government sites. Little kids like 10, 11 years old. And that's what they do. It's like they're born with that hacking skill. So you don't think that it's easy to track your channel and then really embarrass it on a wide scale after you got like 700-800 subs, right? And you're like, oh man, they can't catch me. I'm going to go back to my games or whatever it is you're doing. Yeah. But what we're doing is, you know what? We're chilling. Like right now, the United States could go in any country and hear the president of that country breathing as he sleeps. Yeah, that's how intense our military system is. We'll know everything from what's going to come down next and so forth. And you're wondering, well, what come you don't do that to prevent wars? Because it's against the law to do that. It's called spying for the sake of protection. So we'll know what any person is doing behind closed doors. Yes, we could zoom in on an ant from space. Yes, I know it sounds like that's Star Wars. No, it's not. We could do that. But, what come you don't do that to prevent this and that? Because you got to get court papers. You got to get processes. You got to get a lot of stuff, which is why a lot of wars happen. And I know this is a debate. A lot of wars happen because of the fact that we know what you did last summer. And, guess what? We're going to find a way to prevent something big. But it's like there's safeguards in place from different countries and different situations in terms of acting on war or acting on self-defense. So the United States, even though we got all that power to eat, like I said, even here you're breathing at night, the point is this, we're not going to abuse that power, period. That's the point. We don't abuse that power, and we go through the legal steps to follow up on that information, giving it to the proper authorities on a spy basis, CIA, get it, to prevent bad stuff. That's what we're doing here. We know who it is. We know what you're doing out here. I know this is YouTube, and I'm talking about something that's real serious, but I'm correlating it. I'm connecting it. We know what you're doing. We know what you're doing. And Just because we're not out here doing and exposing you doesn't mean, we're going to go through the proper steps. We're going to get together with the big channels, and we're going to say, this is what's going on. Those big channels going to start exposing the abuse. Right now, it's a little epidemic. It's not abusive. You're not hurting nobody. You're hurting our livelihood though. Like I said, nails, equipment, makeup equipment, hunting gear, ammunition, tools, cameras, all of those things are expensive. And creators is the reason YouTube put the partnership program in 2007. I know it's a long time ago. They put it up to help the creators. They put it up because to make stuff that's entertaining so the advertisers could be happy. They said, let's reward the creators. So we're not even doing nothing illegal. YouTube put this system up to help us. But as the years went by, people started abusing the system and saying, oh, let me just put anything up, even if it offends, if it offends kids, even if it offends, or let's start recruiting terrorist people because YouTube doesn't care. We're going to use this open, crazy platform. Then YouTube, with the advertisers got together and said, whoa, man, sorry, we'll watch this next time. They put safeguards in place. So our money was harder to get. In 2012, they said, well, the views, man, that's what counts. Whoa, look at, I got like 5,000 views, man. And they was paying you based on that. But then they started doing some math. Like YouTube is smart, just like us, right? They started saying, well, that's 5,000 views. And it's like only averaging a minute per view. Nobody's staying on, which is why they changed the whole system. So you can have 1,000 views and it's only a minute. Let's say each view average a minute each. That's crap. That's not a lot of time versus the views. So the click retention rate got into place this year because of the fact that everybody clicks, right? Everybody clicks. So they were clicking and then clicking because it was boring stuff. It's like, well, I don't want to see this channel. There's Alex again. I'm going to just click away. Okay. So YouTube said, hey, work on your channel, make it authentic, make it so people could stay, because of the fact that we get paid from advertisers, and advertisers hire people to watch our YouTube, and the advertisers people are saying, well, your ads, you're paying all that money, but nobody's watching them. They're clicking away. So YouTube channels, have to create, and to become a creator, which pays YouTube and which pays us, you gotta work. In other words, do your channel properly so the spamware doesn't delete stuff, but also do your channel to the extent that by getting 1,000 friends, sustaining 1,000 friends, get monetized, and do your YouTube channel according to how they do suggestions. If they tell you to do it this way. So policies is important. When you're commenting, that's part of what they're talking about. So even if your YouTube channel is talking about making flowers or growing plants or whatever, going around the sun, make sure that the people on there are not saying stuff, that's going to flag your channel, because now you can't create and get money. YouTube wants you to get your money. YouTube is making it hard because not of YouTube. YouTube is nothing to do with YouTube, right? It's about the advertisers. They're paying us. So YouTube got to say these things to help you stay and do your channel properly and keep your channel clean, without hurting people. Because advertisers, of course, like I said last night, put yourself in their shoes, right? If you're selling t-shirts and you go to a channel that you're going to get buyers of your t-shirt that pays you, you want that channel because people's going to go there and retain the click rate duration. But if you go to this channel that nobody cares about because it's either not following policy and there's not a lot of people there, there's a high chance you're not going to sell your t-shirt. That's the same way Walmart thinks. Like, they want channels where they could sell their product. you know, and you help out the channels by watching their ads for like 5 seconds. These ads are only like 5 seconds, 10 seconds. It depends on what your partnership program. They'll help you, you know, decide on how you want to monetize your channel. And, you know, that's a good thing about that. And if you got 5,000 subs, you know, if you got 10,000, if you get to 100,000, they even help you create. You can go down to the studios and learn how to do movie type things to help your channel. But see, to do all that, you know, you got to be in a higher level. And I'm back. YouTube, you know, they catering to these higher channels that up here, you know, so they'll send them to New York and Utah studios so they could know how to act or know how to present stuff and know how to, you know, be with your voice animated to get the attention of people, right? Once you get to that level, they'll do all that. But now they're helping these people up here. We're down here trying to get up there, but nobody's doing that for us in YouTube. So it's like, you know, we're gonna help them, sure. You know, yeah, we're helping you guys, smart channels, you know, and they'll do all this stuff on YouTube to let everybody know that they're helping us, you know. But that's just like words. We all know that they're not really doing that, because look at our channels trying to grow now, and we don't have a push. You ever do a video whereas when YouTube grabs it in terms of trending, and you'll have like 1,000 views instantly? Well, that's an example. You know, when I started YouTube, that happened all the time. I could do a video on like scratching my forehead. Boom. You know, because YouTube was like all excited. Now it's a lot of people on YouTube and they don't have the time for us. So now you got to become a marketer the right way, right? You got to market your channel. Do your own, hey, look at me, world. Look, don't come on YouTube going, hello, watch my channel, please. Hello? Hello? Right? I have something to say. I have something to do. You know, it's not, your cousins ain't coming over. Your cousins don't care what you do. Your cousin can see you do hello all day because they're your cousin. But strangers that you're trying to get the attention, do something. Don't go on there, hello. Go in there and have a mission for like at least 5 minutes and say, hey, I got a revelation. You know, I think that the world's flat. Really? Okay, God, I gotta go now. Say something. Don't be in there like a rock, like just sitting there, because, you know, like, who's gonna watch that? You know, and you're probably saying, well, I'm popular. I think. See, think of it as though you was in high school. You know, when you was in high school, hanging out with the popular kids, you was doing popular things, looking for attention. When you do your channel, think of it that way. Just don't sit on a chair and expect people to say, well, he looks like a nice person. Yeah, you might get a couple hundred subs, a couple hundred people and those people are joining you because they need help too, to pump up their friends list, and they're giving you. But if you want to go beyond that level, period. If you want to go beyond that level of like getting more than 100 or 1,000, you gotta work. And what that means is, go out there and tell the world that you're a hero and you want the attention and I got something to say. You know what I mean? Don't go in there like lottie-dottie, I like a party, maybe. We don't got time for maybe. We got time to help people that wants to be helped, but people got things to do. So if you think that people got time to go and watch you, go, welcome to my channel. Hello? I have something to say. Be prepared, you know? Be prepared to say something. Write it down. Write it down. Put it in front of you, like if you're doing a TV show, and read from the teleprompter. Even the president of the United States reads from a teleprompter. You know, the news people. Today's news is newsflash, and the economy sucks. You know, oh yes. Look at me, I'm a newscaster. Newscasters want attention, so they're reading stuff. Write stuff down, bullet points. You know, and you got a conversation to say. Don't go in there saying, I got 5,000 subs, I'm good to go. Okay, you got 5,000 subs, you're good to go. But if you got 500 subs and you're trying to get 1,000 to get monetization, push yourself. Push it. Now, don't be on there, but make some points. 10 minutes of points. Now, there's channels out there that let the stream play, and because, you know, they're sucking in minutes and all that. I get that. But if you are on a mission to give a message, if you're on a mission to make stuff, cooking stuff, if you really want to do that, to go beyond that point, you know, because once you get monetization, you could let your stream run for the sake of minutes. That's okay. But we're not talking about that. That's a whole different thing. We're talking about getting to the monetization and staying there. That's the point that I'm making here. So do not compete with other YouTubers. I hope you heard that. Do not compete with other YouTubers. Compete with yourself, because that's what everybody does. You can't compete with PewDiePie. PewDiePie can't compete with T-shirt series, and so forth and so forth. They are competing with themselves. What that means is, if this video today only had 5 people or views or minutes, I'm going to be like, whoa, why? I'm not going to say, oh man, Joe Blow's video had 25,000 views, only had 5,000. What? I got to do something else. It's not a competition. You're competing with yourself. So what you do is you look at why, which is why YouTube has the comparison feature. They help you help yourself. What it does is it compares your last video, and you look at it and you say, well, that's what I did wrong. This new video ain't gonna have that. This new video, I'm not gonna say this. This new video, I'm gonna do different lighting. This new video, I'm gonna see, you're competing with yourself. Don't look at other people's numbers. It doesn't matter. See, what matters is that you are competing with yourself to help yourself get better, to retain monetization. And if you, of course, if you got more than, you know, enough to cover monetization, to maintain a lot of friends so they can market you. You know, and that's the point. Wow, I didn't know I was going to go this long. That's the point of what we're doing here. And I'm going to do a quick shout out, and I'm going to do somebody's playlist. I already did College Girls, Managing Housewife. I did 3 of them. So I'm going to do somebody's playlist that needs monetization right now. I'm sorry. Yes, monetization minutes. So we want to give them the minutes, you know, because you need 240,000 minutes. So, you know, everybody on here watch a playlist for at least an hour to help others, you know, to get monetization. You're already helping to become their friends on the friend list to get 1,000 friends. The next thing is help others get minutes by watching half an hour, even half an hour, 15 minutes is something. Watch somebody's playlist that's already monetized above 1,000, because even if you got 3,000, sometimes you don't got enough minutes, you know, because you could have 3,000 friends, but they're only watching like a minute average. So that doesn't give you enough. But if you got a lot of friends, you know, having friends is important because they support your channel. That's why YouTube wants you to be authentic, because if you get a fake friend, he's not going to watch your channel, right? And he might get deactivated after not watching your channel. But if you get friends that watch your channel, that's why subs is important. The algorithm doesn't know about subs, doesn't care about subs, neither does YouTube, because having a lot of friends does not matter in the algorithm. It doesn't matter to some extent. They do have a qualification, a requirement of 1,000 friends to get the monetization process started, though. So because of that, that's what we're here to get you there. But in terms of importance, the friend list doesn't matter if you got 90 million versus 1,000. What matters is that your content is following rules and regulations, right? And also, the more you have in terms of friends, the more marketing. That's what's important. If you want to market and go beyond that scope and have more doors open, then you're going to want more friends. But in terms of staying alive, you know, it doesn't matter. So anybody that has any you know, any that needs minutes, just let me know, you know, put it down here and I'll watch it. You know, I'll watch it. Now, also, you have to understand, if I see a lot of lower friends in here, I'll go watch their list first because they're supporting me. It's not like I'm picking on the channel and favoring it. Everybody that watch me, I know what duration it is, so I'll support your list first. That's what I'm asking right now. But I'm still going to get to everybody's list sooner or later. See, this is how YouTube works. They're not going to get your channel right now if you're doing bad stuff, because we can't be everywhere, the YouTube police. But once they get you, if you're doing something wrong, same thing with me. Once I get you, I'm going to get your minutes and play your list to help you though. But it's going to take time. Right now, whoever is in here, I'll be their friends and watch the guys that have been supporting me. Again, whoever comes in here is going to give me support, right? So I'm going to do that back. But I advise that anybody that's in here, they do the same. If you see a consistent source of support, and if they're interested to get monetized, because a lot of people in here are also fans. They don't even care about having friends. They're just like chilling out. But if you know that the ones that's really interested, you know, you let them know that you're going to help them out too. You know, like I could put the playlist on here and then let it play and then go back and comment later. As long as you're giving them minutes, you really don't got to comment. Remember when I was saying that earlier? Once you get monetization, it's nice to comment on the video, but on your channel, it doesn't matter. As long as you watch it, they know you're watching it and you give it them minutes. See, you're already locked into the channel. You know, once you're watching it, you're locked in there and they know that. So it's not like you're a new channel and you need to comment to retain that channel. You don't really have to comment on it, but just give them the minutes. You know, you go in there, somehow let the playlist run, because if you make a playlist, it'll run automatically. But if you just got videos here, videos there, the search engine is not going to automatically go to that video because it's still searching for your favorites. And it doesn't know that's your favorite. But if you got a playlist, that's a favorite, right? And I don't mean favorite videos, your playlist from your videos that you created, right? Like videos is a list of stuff that you like, but it's other people's property. So they're going to get the credit. So, but if you put a playlist of your stuff, of your own creation, it would automatically play it, because now the algorithm is not searching for stuff for you to play and for relevancy, for the sake of marketing and for whatever. Make sure you get your own. See, when we explain things of why we want you to do this, but if we explain it, then you'll do it. But if we just order you and say, don't do this, don't do that, play this, play that, yeah, you're going to go ahead, whatever, you know, because this is the way the brain works. But if you take your time to explain why, having a playlist is important because of the fact that the algorithm is going to bounce off of you and let you watch your favorite channel's playlist. And they want you to have a playlist because that eases the search engine, the algorithm search method on your channel. It reduces the workload. So it could go concentrate on another area. But at the same time, you're retaining that person, and the marketers love that. Oh my gosh, he's in the same channel. Click retention rate, you know, in the same channel, and that list is playing. So if you do like 2 or 3 videos, and if you get sick of it, hey, I watched the 3, you know, I'm sick of you now, you know, move on. But yeah, make sure you guys do that, man. And like always, right? I got to go to the Anytime Fitness here, do a quick workout, right? Hold up. I'm going to take you with me all the way to the door. You guys, you know, I love y'all, but I want you to listen to the rules so like that we don't, you know, we don't pay the price. You know, we don't get in a situation where we're losing friends. You know what I mean? So that's, oh, I lost all these comments. I am going to play you know, a consistent supporter. You know, everybody here, I know y'all got things to do, and I really, really love your attention here to help the cause, because I know you'd rather be doing a whole bunch of other stuff, but I really, really appreciate that. I'm gonna park right close. I'm not gonna drive, I'm just parking across the parking lot here to get closer, you know, to the gym. And then I'll leave it up so you can do live friendship networking. It's called networking. So like that, you know, you'll have, it'll be easier, because to process it might take 30-40 minutes if I hang up. But as I'm driving, you know, I'm not driving here, I'm just moving it up next to the gym. And everybody in here, it doesn't matter, try to stay in shape, try to do stuff to move your body, you know, it helps. Can you tell as your goal direction on your channel is? This network channel, do you have other plans? Can you tell as what your goal and direction your channel is? Well, you already know, Rance. I'm going to help you grow in the direction that you want, either through monetization. My channel, I'm going to incorporate me, shopping, driving, working out, having a vacation, and still do that in between. It doesn't, to help others, you don't got to be at an office or a truck. To help others, you could do it at the beach. You could do it climbing a mountain and talk. And that's what I'm doing. Right now my job consumes me because I got to drive an average of 10, 11 hours. And by the time I'm done at the end of the day, I can't really help like I want. So I'm helping in between, like breaks, in between lunch, in between workouts. Sometimes I take it with me so you can see how long a workout takes. Sometimes 2 hours. So because of that, which I love helping out, my channel's direction is more like helping in any capacity. And then if YouTube makes it easier to get friends and get monetized, that's even better. I'll pass that along. But would our channel still exist? Yeah, because we love to help. We love to help, and we love to share. It's because of that, and hold on, there's a fireman coming in real fast and it's on fire. Our channel's directions are like my channel is here to help, not the I'm not here looking for fame. Yeah, do I want fame and fortune? Yeah, but not in that capacity. I love it when I come on here. Who doesn't? People want to be known. That's just the way the human is, the human spirit is. So yeah, I'm on here for the fact that I love the attention, but not in a bad way. I'm not using I'm not like the United States, like I just told you earlier. I'm not abusing my power. I'm using it responsibly. And I would say what I'm doing is being responsible. What I'm doing. It's not abusive. I'm not cursing people out. I'm not hurting people. So that's what I love to do, to use, my exposure, to help others. So the direction, the channel can have different, that's the great thing about YouTube. You could change the direction of your channel. You could become a cooking channel tomorrow. I know, right? So what I mean by that is captain of it. You know what I mean? You're going to tell your channel how you want. And then you got to love it. If you don't love helping people, if you don't like talking, don't do no YouTube channel on information. You got to love talking. You got to, people know when you love something. So don't go out there faking that you love to talk and you're not like really talking or cooking or burning up food, or you're not even fishing properly. You're like, whatever. Do something that you like, and then it reflects. I like helping people. We already know that, right? So it's easy for me. People that knows me personally, I could talk about the clouds and the sun and all that, and then in between, I'm telling you how to do your own business, how to start your own business automatically. You see, because I like to help. Once you're in this world, that's a short duration. Being on this planet, man, you're in and out, and then before you know it, you're out. You know what I'm saying? It was just unfortunate. You die. You got a timestamp. We can't be working when we're 70, 80 years old. We got other things on our minds, like, whoa, I'm 80 years old. I know what's next for me. But when you're in the middle of your life, you got the luxury of time, which is still short. So me, I like to use my time on my channel to help others. Why not? So my direction is more like that. What's up? I'm trying to answer questions. What's up? Hey, Adventure Success. I saw your videos last night. How does it hurt, Alex, in live stream? I thought only in count. How does it hurt? I don't know what the question is. How does it hurt, Alex, in a live stream? I thought only in comments. Really don't know. I don't know what you mean by that, but the point is that, if you say bad comments, the filters don't, they're not people. They basically do stuff 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. And if it's overburdened, if it's on high intensity mode, your comments could get flagged. That's how it hurts. How does it hurt? So, the point is, comments now, as of last 2 weeks now, are being flagged because they're protecting kids. What the I hope this is the right answer, but that's what the advertisers want. They want to know how you're protecting and watching your comments, because a lot of perverts was going on little kiddie channels with bikinis on and all that, but they were converted into like a bad image, and they were like talking a lot of perverted stuff because of the comments that they were saying about the kids. Now comments are being flagged for sensitivity, in a high sensitivity sense, to protect weaker people like kids and animals and stuff like that. So but the algorithm doesn't understand that you're a person just talking about regular day stuff. So even innocent channels are being deleted. Then they got to go through a tribunal to get it back. It's like a lengthy process. To prevent that, we got to watch what we're saying. That's all. Oh, dang, lost comments again. I saw that YouTube policy is too much. Well, work is too much, So if you love what you're doing, it's not work. So for me, yeah, there's a lot of stuff. I read it every day. There's a lot of stuff that I try not to give you because it's boring. But it's part of work, and I don't mind. If they say don't jump over there, I'm not going to jump over there. It's their channel. It's their people that's paying them millions, and we just out here trying to get a few cents out of that. So, what other place in the world can you go to a YouTube place, try to be famous and have that fun and get paid for it? So if they say don't do this, don't do that. And if it's too much, honestly, if you think it's too much, move on. Do something else that you don't think is too much. And I'm not getting at you per se. I'm talking in general. If a rule is too much, don't suffer. Just like, oh, that's just the way this is. And it sucks. It sucks big time. Yeah, I mean, you don't want to be under so many rules, but a lot of people abuse the system. It is unfortunate. That's why we're doing this right now. Eventually, if it's too much, Google will lose a lot of money. And exactly. Well, now see, you're answering your own question, Rance. Then they got the money to lose it. We don't. We want to keep a subscriber count so we can get a couple of dollars. YouTube got billions. So when they're fixing stuff, they don't fix it like when you're fixing your car. They don't do it that way. If your car is broken and all that, you fix it. You can't fix your car as you're driving it. They got to sit in the shop. But YouTube fixes stuff as it's being driven. So as YouTube is breathing and things go wrong, they fix it. And then it takes time, and then you're like, whoa, what happened? Well, having information prepares you for that. So yeah, that's what's going on. Guys, I love you. I'm here at the Anytime Fitness. I'm gonna go in there, as you can see right over there, or next to that. That's a Dollar Tree. And Alex, my friend, have a good day. Thank you, Duck. Everybody in here, I love everybody in here, but I hate this part. Here it comes. Here it comes.